A political earthquake strikes South Africa in this fictional scenario as several top African National Congress (ANC) officials are arrested overseas, triggering an international investigation that now implicates fictional President Cyril Ramaphosa in what investigators describe as a far-reaching global corruption ring stretching across Europe, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. The scandal erupts after the governments of Switzerland and the United Arab Emirates confirmed that three senior South African political figures, each closely linked to Ramaphosa's administration, have been detained. Their alleged offences include money laundering, illegal arms transactions, and offshore financial scams. According to leaked documents from fictional Interpol sources and financial intelligence units, the arrested officials were allegedly part of a multi-billion rand network that siphoned public funds from state contracts and laundered the money through shell companies, high-value art auctions, and cryptocurrency channels. This is not just another scandal. This is international state-level fraud, an anonymous fictional EU financial crimes investigator claims. Alarmingly for the fictional government, President Ramaphosa's name appears in several communications currently under investigation. Those detained include a former Minister of Public Enterprises apprehended in Zurich while attempting to board a private jet, an ANC fundraiser arrested in Dubai with assets valued at about 800 million, approximately $43 million, seized, and a business advisor captured in London who is believed to be the mastermind behind the offshore networks used to move illicit funds. European investigators assert that the group operated under a covert political directive designed to fortify ANC offshore war chests ahead of the 2026 fictional general elections. The most explosive revelation is a leaked 2023 company memorandum. Confidential presidential directive, the document appears to show that President Ramaphosa approved at least one offshore transfer tied to a Dubai-based logistics firm under criminal inquiry. The memo cites approval from its CR on project funding flows through non-traditional channels for strategic initiatives abroad. Though still under verification, fictional Interpol has logged it as evidence. Additional emails attached to the memo, now circulating among investigative journalists in Europe, suggest involvement of foreign brokers tied to intelligence networks and multinational corporations. The documents hint at broader collusion, implying that some stolen funds may have financed lobbying activities in Brussels and Geneva to shield South African officials from scrutiny during international financial debates. At a hastily arranged press briefing, presidential spokesperson Vincent Magwa denies any Ramaphosa involvement, calling the allegations deliberately timed disinformation before the election and insisting the president has never authorized or benefited from illegal financial dealings. Opposition leaders reject this, immediately demanding an official investigation and even impeachment. EFF leader Julius Malema releases a live video claiming, "We have always said Ramaphosa is the darling of white monopoly capital and foreign agents. Now the world sees it. Arrest him," further demanding a full audit of every state deal concluded during Ramaphosa's fictional presidency. He issues an ultimatum: if Parliament fails to act within 14 days, the EFF will mobilize nationwide protests. Meanwhile, DA leader John Steenhuisen calls for an emergency parliamentary session, stating that the integrity of our democracy is under attack, and seeks the formation of a bipartisan oversight committee alongside the immediate suspension of implicated ANC members. Global observers warn that the crisis could become the worst corruption scandal since the fictional Gupta dynasty era. The Swiss Federal Prosecutor's Office requests full cooperation from South Africa's NPA, while the UK Serious Fraud Office confirms its participation. Economists caution that sanctions, halted foreign investment, and another sovereign credit downgrade are possible. Without swift action, billions in foreign funding may be frozen. Veteran economists warn that national institutions must respond decisively or risk global isolation. Expectations grow that Parliament may launch a judicial commission of inquiry into Ramaphosa's financial affairs, while opposition MPs discuss a vote of no confidence and international anti-corruption agencies consider freezing ANC-linked assets. President Ramaphosa's continued silence intensifies speculation. Civil society groups begin mobilizing. The South African Council of Churches demands ethical clarity. Students and trade unions prepare protests, and human rights lawyers petition the Constitutional Court for transparency in ANC finances. As the scandal expands, citizens wait to see whether South Africa will confront its corruption crisis or succumb to deeper institutional decay. The next days may shape not only the country's political future but the destiny of its fictional democracy itself.